Okay, so welcome back to this practical. Um, in this practical, we're supposed to create a page for voting. So far we don't have a page for vote. We did Vi, and of course we also have the dashboard, which is the index here, the landing page after someone logs in. So we now would like to do votes. Vote.php. Now, this is how we begin. Now, as I mentioned earlier, our page is kind of divided like this. Let me show you. It's like we have a sidebar there. Then we have this part. Then we have this part. And then, of course, now we have the body here. So what we did when we were creating the vi.php page, we simply copied this index, the code in index.php. We copied everything. Then we pasted and added some things for the vi. And now that's not how we do it for efficiency. For efficiency and to make sure that especially it's easy to maintain our site, what we normally do is for the places that remain the same most part of it, we want to just copy that code and save it as an independent part. So for example, in this particular example, we just want to copy the entire header. So the entire header has this code for this part I've drawn. So we copy the entire of that code, then just save it as, for example, header.php. And then we're also going to copy the code for the footer. Then we save it as footer.php. Now, once we do that, we can include it in any new page that we create. So that is really what we want to do. So that in any new page we create, we just include the header, we include the footer, then in between here, we can be able to add whatever content we want. So that makes it very easy because, for example, if we want to add another menu item, for example, a menu item for results, so we don't have to change the menu item on every page. We just have to change it on header.php. So it makes maintainability quite easy. So that's how we do it. So let's go ahead and see how we can do that. So we will need, I'm just going to create a new, oh no, let's just continue. Okay, so this is our index.php. That is the landing page after we've logged in, this page here. So this page, we have the session start. Then we have this require, where we are requiring the connection, database connection, after someone has logged in. So the first thing I want to do is just to cut this session. Okay, then take that session here, so that we have the session start here on this page, logged in.php. So I just want to have it there on logged in.php. Now the next thing I want to do, back to index, is even this one. I don't think we need it here. We can also create this. We can create these variables to hold the first name and the other name. So I can just cut it. Okay, then I can paste it here. I can paste it just after the connection. So if the database connects, we want to create that. Good. Then of course, here we have this. If the session for the first name is not set, we just want to take this person back to login.php. Okay, so I'll just save this and then come back to index. I'll save it again, save the index now. So we have include that. So we just want now to go through our code. The title is okay. In a new voting system, we can leave that as that. The entire of that CSS. And then we have the head, then we have the body. So here under body, we can click on this first div. And see it's titled left sidebar. So it just gives you an idea that that is the sidebar. The sidebar, this part, sidebar, the sidebar. So it gives you an idea that that is the sidebar. Okay. So if you click on this, you can be able to follow this line to know where that div ends. So that's how I study my template. So I've just clicked on that, then I'll scroll down. Oh, this one ends here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this one is the part that has the logo. It has the logo. Then it also has the name. You can see we are echoing the name, first name and other name. So really that part is this part here. The logo, the picture and the name. So that is the part there. And then we can go ahead after this one. We have this other div, just studying our all content wrapper, all content wrapper. So we have it. It's going all the way. It's quite long. It's going all the way to down here. So you can see that it's even wrapping the copyright. So it means it has all the content. So it has everything else. Everything else is in that div. So let's just scroll up and maybe go inside it to learn a few other divs. Then we have this one, container fluid. Oh, this one is the one that has the main logo. This one. Okay, and then we have header there. Header advanced area. Let's see what we have here. You can scroll down. Okay. So this header here is this part. It has everything that is inside there. So that is what we're having there. Let me just scroll down all the way to here. Okay, and that div also has the dashboard. You see, we have the dashboard here, and the dashboard is beginning from the breadcrumb area. Breadcrumb, it's supposed to be crumb. This one here, so all the way to here. But anyway, so when you go all the way to the content, you can see that any other thing, I think this comment was put here by the owner of the template. So any other new thing you want to add on the content area should go here. So this is where the container of the body is, here. And then the rest from there going downwards is actually the footer. The footer together with the JavaScript files that we are including all the way to end HTML. So that is really what we were looking for. This is what we were looking for, this particular area, because then we can select from here all the way up and cut that and save it as header all the way up to there. Then we save it as a header. Okay, before I do that, I just want to implement something here on the copyright. I know this reads 2018, so maybe you can just do a PHP code as we learned last time when we were learning about PHP date. And we can do, for example, echo date semicolon, then you can do capital Y to get the current year. So that will give us the current year. Now let me just save this, then refresh. Oh, it's supposed to be okay. It's good to read the error. Warning: use of undefined constant y. Assumed. I think the y is either supposed to be in quotes or something. Let me try that. Boop, like that. Save it. Now refresh. Okay, now we have 2022. Okay, and I'm not sure whether the license allows us to change this, but for example, this maybe could be just for educational purposes, MMU voting. I'm just MMU, something like that. Then maybe here we do the site for MMU. Maybe MMU.ac.ke, something like that. Yeah. So that's how we do that. The other thing I didn't like is that when we don't, about this template, is that when we don't have content, this one, the footer area comes all the way up. So I don't want that. I just want it to stick as low as possible. You see, for example, even when we go here, okay, I'll sort that error later. But when we go here, you can see that when the page is not full, we just have this form. We have this, and it's coming all the way close to. So I just want it to be at the very bottom. So I'm going to use not a very good style, which is inline CSS, because we are really supposed to be using the external style sheet. We're supposed to go to this class and use the external style sheet. But again, just for learning purposes, I'll just use an inline CSS. So I'll just use position absolute. So if you want to use the bottom, the bottom property, so we just want the bottom to be 0 pixels. The distance of this footer from the bottom to be 0 pixels, like that. And then the other thing is the width. You want the width to be, okay, let's just view it without the width first, so that you see what happens. So let's go back. Okay, so you can see here. So it goes to the very bottom because we've used up the bottom. But now another problem occurs. The width now is not what we expected. So if we wanted to cover the entire bottom part, we can use the width property. So we can do width 100%, like that. Then we can save it and we can refresh to see what happens. Okay, so it's good enough. So that's what I wanted, so that we can just remain with this. And in fact, the other thing, I really don't think we need this part, because this part was being used as a breadcrumb area, but you don't want to have a breadcrumb. So I also want to remove that. So I think it's this the entire of this, the entire of this area. Cut it. I'm cutting it because I'm going to use it just in a few. So just create a new sheet and paste it there. Then I'll save this. And then I'll go back and refresh. Good. So now we just have this. And that is what I really wanted. Just wanted us to have that. Okay, so now we want to now want to select the whole of this part. So let's just do it. Just select the whole of that part and cut it. So just cut it. Then I'll do new. Then I'll paste it. Then I'll save it. So just come to voting systems, CSS, image, template. Let me just save it here as header.php. So not a must. So just save it. Okay. And then on index again here, I'm gonna take the whole of this part all the way down, cut it, Control N for new, Control V for paste, Control S. Then I'll save this as footer.php. Okay, then so as it is right now, if I save it and I come and refresh the index, we have nothing. But I'll come here and do a PHP tag. So PHP, then I'll do include. Let me just use require, it makes more sense. Require header.php, like that. I'll copy this here, then I do this as footer.php, save it. Okay, refresh. Good. So now we have it. So in every other page we want to create vote.php, we simply require the header and the footer. So we just want to do the same thing. For the next page, which is the vi.php. So we want to remove any other thing that we do not need, and just require the header and the footer. It might be a little bit challenging, but that's the way to go. So let's just do it. Where is vi? Okay, here is vi. So let's just leave the PHP part because we don't want to touch that. Okay, from here doc type. Okay, let's go down. Let's go down and see a mobile menu, and here. Good. This is where the container body will go. Okay, I think this is where we put all our form. This is where we put our form. So anything else above that, this is where the container will go. Everything above this, we can simply get rid of it all the way to doc type here. So I'm just deleting it. I've just deleted that, so we can leave this. Then we can also delete anything from here, from the footer here. Just delete everything. Good. So we can just do a comment here. So footer that's here. Okay. Main content area ends here. Okay. Let me copy this. Okay. Main content area starts here. Then here we can just say header starts here. Okay. So now what we need to do, if we just save this and we go to vi, refresh, that's how it's going to look like. But now if we include, we are going to index.php, this one here, then we require the header, copy, come here to vi. Where are you hiding? Here. Okay, we paste the header there, we come back to index again, we copy the footer, vi, then we come down here and paste the footer. That. So if we do that and we save it, and then if we refresh, good. So if we refresh, we should get back. We should get back our header. So I'm just gonna remove these errors, something little. So let's just look at the errors here. Session starts. Like we are starting the session twice. So we can just sort that out in our PHP. Let me go up. So we just remove this. We no longer want to do that, so we just want to require that. Let me save. We've removed one. Okay, so now we remain with one error. What does this error say now? Oh, I can't read it because this bar here is not allowing me to read this error. Let me see if I can copy. Can I copy this? Up to there, copy. Then I can come here, new, paste. Okay, so a session had already been started. Okay, ignoring in C. Logged in DB on line 3. Oh, why is it ignoring that? Okay, why? Oh, my functions. I think in my functions, which I'm also requiring here, it's like I also started a session. No, I haven't. Okay. And where did I do this? Where do I have that connection there? Okay, I'm just trying to see where else have I started a session. Say on line 3. It's already been started. Logged in on line 3. On line 3. This one has already been started where? Let me comment it out just a minute and then refresh. That creates even more trouble. Okay, yeah, we haven't started the session anyway. Okay, let me just start it, save it. Why require logged in dbcon. Line 67 header.php. Let me try and check that header.php on line 67. Okay. I see. So in the header, we've already included this. So we don't need to include it again here. I think that's the problem. So let me just delete it. So that was the problem. In the header, as you can see here on the header, we've already required the database connection. So we don't need to repeat it on Y. So I think that was the problem. Let me just save it. We also have this. We've already also done this. So I'll just delete that. And then I think also on the header, we can require the functions because we don't have to do it on every page. We can just require it once on the header. So I'll just cut that. Let me save this. Then I'll come here on the header. After requiring that, and then I require my functions. Let me save that. On my functions, I have a database connection, and I can't remember how we use this, but I don't think we need it since we already have the database connection here on logged in DB. So let me just remove it. If it creates any troubles, we will see how to sort it out. So let me just save, and then make sure that we've saved on vi.php. Then we come here now and refresh. So we have another error, undefined variable. Let me just copy it, paste, undefined variable db connect on line 53 on vi.php. So here on line 53 vi.php db connect. Okay, let me see. vi.php line 53. Okay. Here 53 db connect. Okay, so reason as to why this is happening is because we've required the header below, so we no longer need this. For the database connection, we can just cut it. For the database connection save, we can come here to header and close it, somewhere. Alternatively, you can close it on the footer. You can come here on the footer and close it. So we can close our database connection on the footer. Yeah, PHP, paste. Okay. Okay, so we can have that on the footer. So I told you it will be a little bit challenging, but you can always sort it out one by one. So now we have what we want. So that is our vi, and that is our index. Oh, it's supposed to be index.php. Okay, so let's just work out now on this menu, this side menu here. So to work out on that, we need to go to the header and find it. So in fact, I can just search. Find vi. Right. Okay, good. So we have the sidebar navigation here. We have vi, and the other one was vi and what. Where is what? Let me zoom out a little bit. Oh, here is what. Here is what. Okay, so let me see. So what we want, I'm just trying to study it a little bit. Li. Okay. I don't like this one because it's too long. Let me just break it. Let me just break it into 3 like the other one. Easier. Then I can even push this in a little bit. These two. Okay. I think that's how it looks like here. I can push this back. Good. Okay, so we have vi. So we just want this first one here. Control D. Okay. So this first one here should just be dashboard. Dashboard. Then this should be index.php. The next one should remain as a vi. We can change the icon here to something else. I'm going to look at the icons and find out what we can use there. Then this one can be vote. For vote, we want to go to vote.php. Vote.php. Like that. I'll also look at the icon that we can use there. Then we can copy this again and paste it there. Then you can have results. Then this can be results. Then I can save that. Then I can refresh this. So you see, just by changing the header, I have these three. So I can click on that to go to index.php, that to go to vi. We don't have vote.php, we want to create it. We will also create results.php. Okay, so I mentioned that we can check inside our voting system folder. We had a folder for the template, this one. So we can just open it up and maybe open this index one, this one. So you can see some of the icons we have. For example, we can use this one here for the results. So that one, let me see, that one for results, that one I think I know it's called Nalika pie chart. Nalika pie chart, like that. We just change there, and if we refresh here, it should change. Oh, so that's the pie chart. Okay, we can just have that for that. And then for the votes, which one can we use? I'm not sure whether there are specific ones that you can use. There's one that was here. We can just find out. Edit, find pages. Okay, so there's one that is called Nalika New Life. So we can use that. So here on header, for votes, Nalika New Life. Can save that. So we don't need this anymore. And we can just refresh. I'm not sure. Did I type the right thing? Nalika New Life. Okay. Find pages. Just a moment. Okay. Copy header. There's something I'm not doing correctly. Okay. Paste it, save, then we can refresh. Okay. So just thought that looks like a pen and a paper. So I thought people are used to voting on pen and paper. Therefore, they might relate to that. Okay. Let me open this and find something for Y. There's no icon for a person. Just trying to find. No. There's no. Okay, so I just use something different for that, so that it doesn't have to be the home. Yeah. Okay. Let me use this Nalika table for that. For Y. So header. Where is Y? Okay, so I just use Nalika table. Save it. So if you study any template, you'll find out that they have specific terms that they use for their icons, and you learn many more icons. But for us, we can just have this for now. We can just have that for now. That pie chart. Okay, we can just let it be. Instead of using the pie chart, I was thinking maybe we can use smartphone phones, bar charts. You can use the bar charts. Nalika bar. Okay, save it. Refresh. Yeah, that's better. So we have that now. You can study further. I'm giving you an assignment on how to change these arrows so that maybe they all point this side. Class has arrow. Class has arrow. Class active. So we just need to remove that. We just need to remove this. Yeah. Save it. Refresh. Good. Now the arrows, all the arrows point there, which is better. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we create that's how we create a, can I call it a unified template, so that it becomes easy to change things around, and you can see the user cannot really notice that the entire page is being reloaded as we shift from one page to another, because the computer is so fast. So that's what happens. So now we can go ahead and in the next part of this practical create the vote page. So please watch the next part in order for you to know how to create the vote page. Thank you.